Delivering content in this day and age has many challenges, one of them being that people are consuming from a multitude of devices. So content reuse is key, and for our customers, our clients, we like to give them the tools that enable them to reuse their content from a single source as often as possible. So whether that's authoring in an XML tool where we can then relay out or reflow that information specifically for a tablet or mobile or maybe even print without having to go through a heavy design process.
So it's no longer just about producing a website. There's what about tablets, what about phones, what about other devices that perhaps we haven't even thought about yet? What about pushing material out onto a Kindle? We get involved in helping to determine what is the right approach, what are the right solutions, what is the right strategy, helping to design the correct content delivery platform that's going to allow an organisation the ability to sell, distribute, push out content across whatever devices are going to be appropriate. And that's what we ultimately design and then go on to build, deploy and indeed support for our customers. The consumer, be it a student or a lecturer or just Mr. Joe Average, basically wants to self-serve. He wishes to determine what selection of content he's going to gather together and wishes to consume. And therefore, the minute that you go into a self-service or on-demand world, you have to ensure that your systems are able to provide that experience, because if you don't, there's somebody around the corner offering a far more intuitive, helpful, more manageable way of the consumer getting to the information that they want. You increase your competitive advantage, you create a stronger relationship with the consumer, you create stickiness, i.e. if it was a good experience, there's a good chance they'll be back for more. All of those different facets that are going to turn you into a successful business.
The challenges around mobile tend to be in the fact that people have for a very long time taken content to be a single view. And what I mean by that is somebody might fire up Microsoft Word if they're sat at home, produce a document that contains a whole host of really valuable information, add styling to it, put some clip art into it, fire it off, and eventually somewhere along the line it might hit a website. With mobile, you've essentially got to break that whole process down, and that's where some of the challenges come. Self-service and content mashups have become a really valuable way of consuming data. Users, where users before might be expected to take an organisation's presented view of content and analyse it themselves, pull out the bits that they're interested in, try and forget the bits that they're not, which becomes after a while a difficult thing for you to do. Today's technologies enable people to take content at a really granular level, and it enables us to put it together to form something that is actually completely relevant and completely personal to the end user.